head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Defense is coming after him. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
Looking to scramble. He's going to pull it down and run. And the defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Looking to pass here on second down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they catch him? Touchdown, Tulane. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. And now here comes the point after attempt. With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the return starts from inside the 20. And they get it to the ground at the 30. That's where the drive will start. So the Vanderbilt offense heads back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. He'll throw it now. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
And it's caught. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Lets it go quickly. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He makes the grab. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain on the pitch and catch.
This is what makes this guy so tough. It's basically an option route. With the ability to break in or out, he sets his defender up, gets leverage to the inside, and they have a nice completion.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And they'll get him down that time.
You know, where the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one.
And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Commodores.
Nice safe call here for the touchdown. The quarterback does a nice job of just kind of waiting to find the crease behind that centering guard. Found it, got low, and found the end zone.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. That's a bullet pass to the left side. Oh, that one's picked off. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Ball sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. He's moving out of the pocket. He's looking to scramble. And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
And looking to throw now on first down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well. He didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
He's across the 25. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down at the 47.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Going to try to use his legs here. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Trying to extend the play. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking for a deep completion. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. And he's got some open field ahead. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a pick. Sets up the offense in great position. And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Offense looking to throw the ball. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. Second down after the incompletion. And he drops back in the gun. And the freshman able to get home with the sack. That sack makes it 3rd down. Brings up 3rd down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the left side. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up 4th down.
Great job here by the defense. 3rd down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force his 4th down. Great job here by the D.
4th down, looking to throw for it. He's escaping the pocket now. And he just throws it away. Nobody open there. It's a big stop for the defense on 4th down.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quick throw to his receiver. That's complete downfield. That's a big play. Moves the ball down inside the 30.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's going to take off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to pick up some good yards.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And he's got his man open downfield. And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there. And the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
I like what the offense coordinator is trying to do here to try to keep the defense off balance by mixing up his play calling. But hey, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. They're not fooled at all on this play. Nice tackle for a loss here against the option.
On 3rd and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Running out of time in the pocket. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Hit as he released it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of work.
It's a deep throw down the right sideline. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Throws it to the right. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the 2nd half.
He's back to throw again on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock. This will likely be the last play of the half. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He escapes the sack. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And the pass falls incomplete. in the final play of this first half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So here comes the Commodores offense back on the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wide out. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Big play across midfield. Now they're threatening at the opponent's 38.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's going to take off here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Running back grabs it on a screen. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Boy, great job here by the quarterback to find the running back out of the backfield. That'll earn his team a new set of downs.
Looking to throw it on first down. Snags the quick throw. Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Commodores. Still no answer for this offense.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
The BAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48. And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Looking right, this one caught. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. A new set of downs after that completion.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense shoots itself in the foot. It's 1st and 15.
3 and 25.
And here's the handoff. Finding some room at the 25. Tackle made after a big gain.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. First open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
That sack sets up a second down and very long. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quick throw complete to the tight end. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
Finally, the defense is able to come up with a play on this drive. Let's face it, this offense has been able to put things together. Quarterback's had a nice drive, but finally, great job of getting the pressure and getting after that quarterback.
They look to throw it here on second down. Bites off a defender. Breaks free. The protection breaks down again. Back-to-back sacks.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And it's picked off in the end zone.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
So here comes the Vandy offense back on the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Fighting off the defender. Using his legs on the scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Tries the right with a quick throw, and he pulls in the catch.
Well, you wonder if the receiver adjusted his route to get closer to that first down line. Whatever he did, it works. Move the sticks.
First down, looking to throw the football. He's running out of time here. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Getting set. Here's second down. From the shotgun, drops back. He's moving out of the pocket. Gets rid of it on the move. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete. Offense comes to the line for third down off the incompletion. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Fires it to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. And the Commodores will have to kick it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the coverage team downs the ball right there. The Green Wave offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They stop him at the 22, but that's important breathing room on this drive.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Caught for the completion. Defense makes the stop after the completion. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time,
and that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right, Eyes are downfield, but the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
Vanderbilt's offense heads back out onto the field now. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Caught quickly. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Looking to pass here on second down. Pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the quarter. Tie ball game, late, and they're going for it on fourth down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Pressure is coming. And it's incomplete, and the drive will fizzle out here in the final minutes.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Second down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
When this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right. But man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Across the 45 now. In a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place and gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking to throw yet again. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Goes down after making the grab. That's not going to be enough for a first down.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's inside the 10 now. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Tulane. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. So the Vanderbilt offense heads back out onto the field. Last time the defense got a big fourth down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it go quickly. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 42. 1st down and 10 now. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. Looking to scramble now.
Scramble play by the quarterback. And he's tackled at the 41. 2nd down coming up.
Now it's 2nd down here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Tackle made at the 26, good enough for a 1st down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. Looking to scramble. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Makes a quick grab.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. With the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver. Look at this result. Some positive yards.
The Commodores are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's down right there, but it's enough for a 1st down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Now this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. So a quarterback who can escape and score like that, what a boost for this offense.
Yeah, quarterbacks like this who can scramble are so hard to defend because the defense is so caught up in coverage and defending the pass. By the time they realize what's happening, there's no chance of stopping him from scoring.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. The Tulane offense is back out on the field now. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Wow, they get positive yards here. You have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
2nd down after that short completion. And there's the handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
So here comes the Commodores offense back on the field. And looking to throw now on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Breaking free at midfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, the defense had an opportunity here to really kind of seal this game, and instead they allow the quarterback scramble to pick up some big yards and get a first down and get out of bounds.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Contact as he threw it. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Touchdown, Commodores. And they'll claim the fourth-quarter lead. Now they'll try to tack on the PAT late in this close game. And it's no good. He missed the extra point. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Sets a kickoff.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
First down here for this offense. They'll work the clock here with their running game. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
The defense coordinator this week, all week, telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Takes the handoff on the counter play. In the clear at the 25. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction. And a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirectional counter plays. And this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
Well, Kirk, we thought it might be this kind of a game. Very small margin for error in this game. Who was going to make the crucial play at the end? And they did it to get the W.
Yeah, Chris, when games get tight like we saw here, it really comes down to who's the better coach team, who's going to execute better, and just as importantly, not letting the moment get to your head. That's a nice win for this head coach and his team.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.